And the last piece of this notes is adding and subtracting fractions. So the difference between multiplying and dividing to adding and subtracting is this. In adding and subtracting, you have to have a common denominator. Okay, I can't add something that's in fourths to something that's in sevenths. You know, like if I have a pizza cut in to fourths, let me diagram that. If I have a pizza cut like that, but then I have a pizza cut like this, I can't add these together because they're not the same whole, I guess you could say. Okay, so I have to, if I'm going to be adding or subtracting, they have to be both in fourths or both in eighths. They have to have a common denominator. So here I have 4 9ths and 2 15ths. I like to write my fractions one on top of the other. Okay. So first, we're going to get a common denominator. I need to find a number that both 9 and 15 can multiply into, or be multiplied to get bigger. That's the same exact number. So it has to be 15 or higher, because the smallest number that 15 can go into is 15. And 9 can't go into 15. So that's when you just kind of think, okay, 15 times 1 is 15. 15 times 2 is 30. 9 can't go into 30. 15 times 3 is 45. 9 can go into 45, so let's use that. Whatever you use for the top fraction, you have to use for the bottom fraction. So now, we got a common denominator. We're going to change these to both be in 45ths. Okay? So how did we do that? Well, we have to expand the 9 by 5 to get 45, and we have to expand the 15 by 3 to get 45. So if I multiply the denominators by a number, then I have to multiply the numerators by the same number. So if 9 expanded to get 45, then 4 times 5 is 20. If 15 times 3 is 45, then 2 times 3 is 6. Number 3, add or subtract the numerators. So we're adding 20 plus 6 is 26. 4, keep the same denominator, which is 45. If you have whole numbers, you would add those next or subtract them. 6, reduce, or sorry, if the fraction is improper, change it to a mixed number. It's not improper. 7, reduce if you can, and I cannot, so this one is done. Okay, this time I have 8 3/4 plus 7 5/6. A number that both 4 and 6 can go into, it has to be 6 or higher. Let's do 12. So how do I get from 4 to 12? Times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. How do I get from 6 to 12? Times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. So step 1, common denominator. Step 2, new numerators. Step 3, add or subtract. So 9 and 10 is 19. 4, keep the same denominator, which is 12. 5, add or subtract the whole numbers. I get 15. 6, if it's improper, you need to change it to a mixed number, and it is improper. And we do that through division. 12 goes into 19 once. Subtract, you get 7. Okay, so here's the thing. This fraction here no longer exists. It is now 1 7/12. 1 7/12. But I already had a 15. So this 15 adds on to your 1 and gives you 16 7/12.